Greetings. This section deals with e-commerce part 1. It deals with the fundamentals of e-commerce and business models. This is the definition for e-commerce. E-commerce or electronic commerce is a methodology of modern business which addresses the requirements of business organizations. It can be broadly defined as the process of buying or selling of goods or services using an electronic medium such as the internet. E-commerce or electronic commerce is a methodology of modern business which addresses the need of business organizations, vendors, and customers to reduce cost and improve the quality of goods and services while increasing the speed of delivery. E-commerce refers to the paperless exchange of business information using the following ways. First one is electronic data interchange, that is EDI, electronic mail, email, electronic bulletin boards, electronic fund transfer, CFT or NEFT, and other network-based technologies. This is a simple diagram which explains how e-commerce works. So this is electronic data interchange. Under this, you have electronic fund transfer and electronic data interchange. This is electronic publishing, which includes marketing, advertising, sales, and customer support. This is electronic messaging, which includes email and fax. This is corporate digital library, which includes information sharing and collaborative work. These are some of the concepts that are associated with e-commerce. Next, we'll discuss the features of e-commerce. The e-commerce provides the following features. The first one is non-cash payment. E-commerce enables the use of credit cards, debit cards, smart cards, electronic fund transfer via bank's website, and other modes of electronic payments. It provides 24/7 service availability. E-commerce automates the business of enterprises and the way they provide services to their customers. It is available anytime, anywhere. Advertising or marketing. E-commerce increases the reach of advertising of products and services of business. It helps in better marketing, management of products and services. Improved sales. Using e-commerce, orders for the products can be generated anytime, anywhere without any human intervention. It gives a big boost to existing sales volumes. Explanation support. E-commerce provides various ways to provide pre-sales and post-sales assistance to provide better services to the customers. Inventory management. E-commerce automates inventory management. Reports get generated instantly when and where required. Product inventory management becomes very efficient and easy to maintain. Communication improvement. E-commerce provides ways far faster, efficient, reliable communication with consumers and partners. The simple table explains the difference between traditional commerce and e-commerce. This is traditional commerce and this is e-commerce. Under traditional commerce, there is a heavy dependency on information exchange from person to person. Whereas in e-commerce, information sharing is made very easy by electronic communication channels, making little dependency on person to person information exchange. Under traditional commerce, communication and transaction are done in synchronous way. Manual intervention is required for each communication or transaction. Under e-commerce, communication or transaction can be done in asynchronous way. Electronic systems automatically handles when to pass communication to required person or do the transactions. In traditional commerce, it is difficult to establish and maintain standard practices in traditional commerce. Whereas in e-commerce, a uniform strategy can be easily established and maintained. In traditional commerce, communication of business depends upon individual skills. Whereas in e-commerce and electronic market, there is no human intervention. Under traditional commerce, unavailability of a uniform platform as traditional commerce depends heavily on personal communication. In e-commerce, website provides user a platform where all information is available at one place. Under traditional commerce, no uniform platform for information sharing as it depends heavily on Personal communication. Under e-commerce, it provides a universal platform to support commercial business activities across the globe. Next, we'll discuss the advantages of e-commerce. E-commerce advantages can be broadly classified into three major categories, namely advantages to organizations, advantages to consumers, and advantages to society. First, we'll discuss about advantages to organizations. Using e-commerce, organizations can expand their market to national and international markets with minimum capital investment. An organization can easily locate more customers, best suppliers, and suitable business partners across the globe. E-commerce helps organizations to reduce the cost to create, process, distribute, retrieve, and manage the paper-based information by digitizing the information. E-commerce provides a brand image of the company. E-commerce helps organizations to provide better customer services. E-commerce also helps to simplify the business processes and makes them faster and efficient. E-commerce reduces the paperwork. E-commerce increases the productivity of organization. It also supports full-time supply management. In full-time supply management, a business process starts when a request comes from a customer and uses just-in-time manufacturing way. Next, we'll discuss about the advantages of e-commerce to customers. It provides 24/7 customer support. Customers can inquire about a product or service and place orders anytime, anywhere, from any location. E-commerce application provides users with more options and quick delivery of products. E-commerce application provides users with more options to compare and select the cheaper and better options. A customer can put review comments about a product and can see what others are buying or see the review comments of other customers before making a final purchase. E-commerce provides options of virtual auctions. It provides readily available information. A customer can see the relevant detailed information within seconds rather than waiting for days or weeks. E-commerce increases the competition among organizations, and as a result, organization provides substantial discounts to customers. Next, e-commerce advantages to society. Customers need not travel to shop a product, thus less traffic on road and low air pollution. E-commerce helps in reducing the cost of products, so less affluent people can also afford the products. E-commerce has enabled rural areas to access services and products which are otherwise not available to them. E-commerce helps the government to deliver public services such as healthcare, education, social services at a reduced cost and in an improved manner. These are some of the advantages of e-commerce, and now we'll have a discussion about the disadvantages of e-commerce. The disadvantage of e-commerce can be broadly classified into two major categories. The first one is technical disadvantage and the other one is a non-technical disadvantage. First, we'll discuss about technical disadvantage. There can be lack of system security, reliability or standards owing to poor implementation of e-commerce. The software development industry is still evolving and keeps changing rapidly. In many countries, network bandwidth might cause an issue. Special types of web servers or other software might be required by the vendor, setting the e-commerce environment apart from the network service. Sometimes it becomes difficult to integrate an e-commerce software or website with existing applications or databases. There could be software or hardware compatibility issues, as some e-commerce software may be incompatible with some operating system or any other component. These are some of the non-technical disadvantages of e-commerce. First one is initial cost. The cost of creating, building an e-commerce application in-house may be very high. There could be delays in launching an e-commerce application due to mistakes and lack of experience. Next, user resistance. Users may not trust the site being an unknown, faceless seller. Such mistrust makes it difficult to convince traditional users to switch from physical stores to online virtual stores. The next issue is security and privacy. It is difficult to ensure the security or privacy on online transactions. Lack of touch or feel of products during online shopping is a drawback. E-commerce applications are still evolving and changing rapidly. Internet access is still not cheaper and is inconvenient to use for many potential customers, for example, those living in remote villages. Now we'll discuss about the e-commerce business models. E-commerce business models can generally be categorized into the following categories. Business to business, it is B2B, business to consumer, B2C, consumer to consumer, C2C, consumer to business, C2B, business to government, B2G, government to business, G2B, government to citizen. These are some of the e-commerce business models. First one, business to business. A website following the business to business, that is B2B business model, sells its products to an intermediate buyer who then sells the product to the final customer. As an example, a wholesaler places an order from a company website and after receiving the consignment sells the end product to the final customer who comes to buy the product at one of its retail outlets. This is a simple example which explains the B2B business model. It's a website, it's a business organization. Order processing is done between the business organization and the website. The business organization supplies to the wholesaler and the wholesaler sells the product to the customer and the wholesaler places the order through website to the business organization. This is B2B business model. The next one is business to consumer. A website following the B2C business model sells its product directly to a customer. A customer can view the product shown on the website. The customer can choose a product and order the same. The website will then send a notification to the business organization via email and the organization will dispatch the product or goods to the customer. This is a simple example which explains the B2C concept. So, website is a business organization. The business organization supplies to the customer. The customer places order to the website, and the order processing is done between the website and the business organization. The next model is the consumer to consumer model. Here, the website following the C2C business model helps consumers to sell their assets like residential property, cars, motorcycles, etc., or rent a room by publishing their information on the website. Website may or may not change the consumer for its services. Another consumer may opt to buy the product of the first customer by viewing the post advertisement on the website. This is the places of advertisement. It is usually a website. The customer wants to sell the product and another customer wants to buy the product. One receives the product and the other customer receives the money. This is customer to customer model or C2C model. Simple example which explains the C2C model. The next model is consumer to business model. In this model, a consumer approaches a website showing multiple business organizations for a particular service. The consumer places an estimate of amount he/she wants to spend for a particular service. For example, the comparison of interest rates of personal loan or car loan provided by various banks via websites. A business organization who fulfills the consumer's requirement within the specified budget approaches the customer and provides services. So, website is a business organization, customer. The business organization processes orders through the website and the customer places money through the website. The customer receives the product and the business organization receives the money. This simple model explains the consumer to business model. The next model is business to government model, that is B2G model. In B2G model, it's a variant of B2B, that is business to business model. Such websites are used by governments to trade and exchange information with various business organizations. Such websites are accredited by the government and provide a medium to businesses to submit application forms to the government. Business organization, website, and government. This is a simple diagram which explains the business to government model. The next one is the government to business. Governments use business to government model websites to approach business organizations. Such websites support auctions, tenders, and application submission functionalities. Government, website, and business organization. It's the exact opposite of business to government. This is government to business. The final model is the government to citizen model. Government use G2C, that is government to citizen model websites to approach citizen in general. Such websites support actions of vehicles, machinery, or any other material. Such websites also provide services like registration for birth, marriage, or death certificates. The main objective of G2C websites is to reduce the average time for fulfilling citizens' requests for various government services. Simple diagram which explains G2C models. Government, website, and through website it approaches the citizen. Thank you.